Samsung might finally end Apple's long streak of being the first to launch phones with the latest chip technology. For years, Apple's iPhones have been ahead when it comes to powerful chipsets, from 7nm in 2018 to 3nm in 2023. But now, things are starting to change, and the upcoming Galaxy S26 series could be the one to change the game. To understand how we got here, let's go back to 2022. That year, Samsung Foundry produced Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip. However, it didn't go well. Samsung's production success rate was only around 35%, which means only about 1/3 of the chips were usable. This caused major issues with cost and performance. Qualcomm wasn't happy and quickly switched to TSMC for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which performed much better thanks to higher production yields and improved efficiency. Now, a few years later, Samsung seems ready for a big comeback. Reports say Samsung has made huge progress in improving its chip manufacturing. The company is already working on its next generation SIPDIM process, which could power some of the fastest smartphones ever made. Qualcomm is even rumored to be partnering with Samsung again to make a special, for Galaxy, version of the upcoming Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. This new chip is expected to be built using Samsung's advanced SIMM process, also known as SF2. If this happens, it would mean Samsung has finally reached a point where it can compete directly with TSMC in both quality and efficiency. While some reports suggest the chip might first appear in the Galaxy Z Flip 8, it's likely to also play a big role in the Galaxy S26 lineup. The "for Galaxy" label is something Samsung fans might recognize. It means that the chip is customized and optimized especially for Galaxy phones. These versions usually perform better and deliver faster graphics than the standard Snapdragon versions. If Samsung successfully produces the SIPDIM for Galaxy chip, the Galaxy S26 series could end up being one of the most powerful and efficient smartphone lines ever released. This would also be a big shift in the smartphone world. Apple has been the first to launch new chip technologies for many years, 7nm in 2010nm in 2020, and 3nm in 2023. But if Samsung launches the Galaxy S26 series in 2026 with a SUGM Exynos 2600 or Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, it would finally beat Apple to the next big milestone. The Galaxy S26 and S26 models are expected to feature Samsung's in-house Exynos 2600 chip in most countries, while the Galaxy S26 Ultra will likely use the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip made by TSMC on a 3nm process. Both of these chips, however, will use some of the most advanced transistor designs in the world. One of Samsung's biggest strengths in this area is its gate, all-around GAA transistor technology. Unlike older FinFET designs that surrounded only 3 sides of the transistor channel, GAA transistors use nanosheets that cover all 4 sides. This design makes the chip more efficient, helps it stay cooler, and provides better performance without using too much power. In simple terms, phones will be faster, cooler, and last longer on a single charge. Samsung has already started using GAA technology in its Exynos 2500 chip, which powered the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Although there were still some issues with production yield, it proved that Samsung is serious about leading the next generation of chip design. Now, with improved manufacturing and better results, Samsung appears ready to move ahead with its 2nm chips. If Samsung can keep a high production success rate, ideally around 70% or more, it could finally match or even surpass TSMC in chip performance. Reports also say that Samsung has already sent working samples of its SUGM Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip to Qualcomm, which is a great sign for what's coming next. It's still possible that Samsung will split chip production, with TSMC handling the 3nm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for the Galaxy S26 Ultra and Samsung producing the 6nm version for the Exynos 2600 or the Galaxy Z Flip 8. Either way, 2026 could be a huge year for Samsung and a major moment for the smartphone industry. If everything goes as planned, the Galaxy S26 series will offer faster performance, better battery life, and improved cooling, all powered by Samsung's most advanced chips ever. More importantly, it could be the year Samsung finally overtakes Apple in chip technology. With 7nm technology leading the way, Samsung might officially take the crown as the world's most advanced smartphone chipmaker and start a new chapter in mobile innovation.